Hello, welcome to SoGoodReviews.com, the YouTube edition. And we take a look at Claustrophobia, which is the debut movie from acclaimed and award-winning writer Ivy Ho, who wrote Comrades, Almost a Love Story and July Rhapsody, among other things. And she's put together a drama here that might not feature romance at all, as it's pretty much heartbreak at the beginning of the film. And then we track back 1 month at a time, a few months at a time, and end up at a point a year later where it's all been brewing between Ekin Cheng and Karena Lam's characters. But how is the brew then? Well, Ivy Ho's non-commercial choice is very welcome, and the stance against the expected is as well. Plus, it's compelling to follow the rearview mirror she presents. It's compelling to be toyed with, to add up pieces, but don't expect to be stirred. It may be cinema, but it's also more in tune with real life, thankfully. And although she occupies the first reel with scenes essentially set within Tom's car, the Ekin Cheng character, Ivy Ho isn't out to excite us with snappy, catchy, hip dialogue, but instead she favors the dynamics between people that have been forced together as employees. And what plays out is indeed very claustrophobic, therefore. It's also very slow by intent, and that's Ivy Ho's method. And her task here is to grip the audiences, all audiences hopefully, but who are willing to go with the less than expected formula. And when she also tracks back, which one of you wants out and comfortably go forward instead. For me, there's very many reasons to be on board this very quiet but highly emotional journey, as it turns out. Karena Lam's character Pearl examines past connections between her doctor and her mother, which was an unrealized romance. She is stuck with a taxi driver during typhoon season, and the meaning of all these scenarios, the whys and hows, becomes pretty clear if you invest yourself in, again, the quiet but extreme emotions going on as we go backwards. In real life, and certainly not in the office, we don't carry much of what we feel on the outside, and occasionally only feelings slip to the outside to the extent that we do something irrational or go with our heart. The drawback of the movie is that office politics that are talked of and the gossip, that's less interesting. But Ivy Ho rebounds when she has characters loosening their tie and opening up. In particular, Ekin Cheng's character, who is a husband and a father, and he describes the pressure that's been put on by his father. So those are well captured moments. And in the end, what Tom and Pearl, the characters of Ekin Cheng and Karena Lam, what they have, may not have, may get or may not get, represents an interesting and immersing non-commercial, despite commercial stars, experiment in restraint, structure and subtlety. And it's a fine debut from Ivy Ho. It's probably a bit too anti for the general moviegoer, but it also shows an intelligence and bravery by a new director wanting her first project to be something substantial. It is. It isn't riveting, but it's not supposed to be that or that telling. Emotions aren't that telling always.